Ready for another lesson? It's a lot easier being married than dating. When you look on social media, a lot of these women harping that, oh, my husband was mean to me, or my husband was very strict, my husband didn't want me have no friends, my husband didn't let me go nowhere, and all of this nonsense. There's a reason why this man did that. Because one, he already don't trust everybody else, and two, he already know your nature by nature. Especially if you leave in the house dressed in scantily clad clothing and all kind of stuff, bitch, you better go change your clothes. And first of all, you ain't going nowhere. Who's your friends? Or your friends single? Okay, you definitely not going anywhere, because you don't need to be hanging out with single girlfriends. They're going to warp your mentality and how you think. Nah. And I understand, because I was the same way in my relationships, and I am the same way in my relationships, because you have to be. But a lot of these women fail to understand that this is what they need in their life. A lot of them don't have discipline. A lot of them lack discipline. And that's why they're in the financial ruin that they are in, because they don't have the discipline. So they want to jump in and out of relationships, especially when they've been married for like 20-something, 30-something years. You fail to understand that it's a lot easier for a man to start over than a woman to start over. Sexual market value is never equal. In a woman's earlier years, she have the advantage. But as time go on, we as men have the advantage. So you have women that have been married for 20, 30, 40 years with all this liberation bullshit, and jumping out of the marriage and thinking that it's gonna be all roses and rainbows when they get out here into the dating market. When they get out here into the dating market, they realize that it's littered with dead bodies, amputated amputees, limbs, and landmines. And then they're like, oops, I should have just stayed where I was. But no, they will think that they liberated enough to get out here and start over with somebody else. And they fail to understand the key factor in this. Nobody owes them anything, just like nobody owes us anything. So you may have all this baggage, children and all that stuff. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. Most of the people not gonna give a shit about any of that stuff. Because what does that got to do with me? That don't have anything to do with me. So I'm not even gonna waste my time to touch you if you have all this baggage, because more than likely you'll have baggage. The only person that gonna deal with women that got a lot of baggage is schmucks that don't have nothing else going on for themselves. And you know who we talking about. You see them around in everyday society. You see them with women that beat them up, women that are morbidly obese. Unless they have some kind of financial plan work out and stuff, yeah, it don't work that way. So, as men, we know we could start over. And the beautiful thing about being a man is we could have children late into our latter years. Women, not so much. They expire like milk and they spoil after a certain time. So, if you in a relationship with a woman, your actions should speak louder than words and make her realize that, hey, there might not always be somebody else to catch them when they fall. So you might as well be happy where you are. Because then when you realize, oh my gosh, this person, this man put up with my shit and he really cared for me, then they're going to realize they made the mistake. But nope, women don't want to be held accountable. Women want to monkey branch from men to men. And they and the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th relationship. And it finally dawned on them that they should have stick with the first guy. Because he wasn't so bad after all. He was actually a good guy. He was just a disciplinarian. And then she realized that's what she needed in her life. But it's done too late, because he already moved on to bigger and better things and become more successful. And the stupid bitch could have been along for the ride. But no, she wanted to follow the herd and get slaughtered like the herd. You've been taught.